What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Ruse Reviews, and today we are chatting about Hacker by the French twins and Jeet. So, let's run the title sequence. Yes, thank you very much indeed for joining me back on the channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Rue. I do weird things for a living, including this review channel. And in today's episode, we are chatting about Hacker by the French twins and Jeet. Hacker is a way to reveal a playing card, a name, quite literally anything you can think of, a celebrity, by manipulating the Wi-Fi around you and changing it to reveal this thing on both your phone and the spectator's phone. So what do you get with Hacker? Well, with Hacker you get a box that comes like this. On the back of the box there is a explanations code link, so I won't show you that. And inside you get the device. Now the device isn't actually in the box at the moment. You get a device and you get a charging cable as well. The device isn't in here at the moment because it's currently being used in my EDC. I'll get into this in a little bit, but this is what the device looks like. It is a little black unit which will do all the work for you. It allows you to do these amazing reveals by changing the Wi-Fi around you. You can turn it on and off. There's a little blue light indicating that you've done so, and there's a little vibration as well. I'll get into all that in a little bit, but this is the unit. Okay, before I go any further, I have to be brutally honest. I don't normally rant about things on this channel. I leave that to Craig Petty. He's good at that. When I do it, it sounds terrible. However, this effect, this device, has probably given me the most anxiety of any magic thing I've bought in the last 5 years. So let me tell you why. Before I get into all the good stuff and why I'm reviewing it and why I think you should buy it, this effect, when I first saw it, I didn't like it. When I saw the trailers come out, I thought the reveal's kind of weak. You're just changing a Wi-Fi. I thought you could do that with your own personal hotspot. It didn't seem that strong for the price point. In that time frame that it took from Illusionist to send me the product to get to me here in the UK, in that time frame, there have been a lot of issues with the device. Some people having it not connect properly, some people having it not connect to Androids as much as iPhones, and that's still a little bit of an issue. And some people having the button fall off the top. There have been a lot of teething issues with this device. And you know what? It's tech, so that can be the case. However, if that tech is going out at £200, all of that stuff needs to be sorted out beforehand. I think a lot of people felt very jilted that they now end up being beta testers for a device that should have been beta tested and put through the ringer a little bit more vigorously than it has done before it went out. But this is where things get good. In that time frame, the French twins have pushed out 3 new updates, I believe two or three new updates to help combat all of these issues. And so when my device arrived, I was able to flash all these new updates onto the device. But that is something, if you're buying the device now, will already have been installed on your device. You can check which update you have via the app. So why, after all that, am I reviewing it on this channel? Why do I think it's worthwhile being here for you guys? Well, a little while back, a friend of mine said, try this out. He got it on pre-order. He had it with a few other people. Paul Fowler also had it as well. A few other people I know had it, but a friend of mine locally had it and he was out there gigging it and he said, try it out. And so I did. And then I bought it straight away. I really wasn't going to rate it when I tried it, and then the reactions that I got from it really surprised me. I don't know why, but the reactions really hit home. The kind of reactions, because it was on everyone's phone, everyone was just going crazy. And like, I've had crazy reactions before, but this is something that the clients were coming up to me after events and saying, we really enjoyed that. Everyone wants to know how you did that. So I bought it. And it's probably one of the coolest things that I've added into my set in a long time. The technology in this, I'm not saying is new. The technology's been around for a long time and it's a lot cheaper than probably what it's being priced for, but there are certain things on this device which really help me work this in the real world. One of them being this little blue light here. So I don't know if you can see that on the button, it's probably being covered, but there's a little blue light in there, which when it's in my jacket pocket, all I have to do is look down and I know I'm connected to it. As a worker, I need that stability, and that gave it to me. Another thing, and you might hear this, I'll do it up to the camera, up to the microphone. Did you hear that? That was a little buzz. As soon as that buzz happens, I know that this is on and I'm good to go. All these little things built into this unit is worth the price alone for me as a working magician. Now, I can see how, as a hobbyist, it might not be worth it. If you're just out there performing casually, this might not be worth it. However, I'm seriously considering getting another one of these for my EDC. This is currently in my EDC. I've taken it out of this thing that I carry it around in my bag. I take this to gigs and just out and about in general. So I'm considering buying another one just for my EDC. As I said right at the start, is a Wi-Fi reveal that strong? Couldn't I just change my hotspot? Turns out, having multiple reveals end up on your spectator's phone is a hell of a lot stronger than just changing your hotspot. Trust me on this, it is a lot stronger. The amount of reaction and gut reaction that people get from seeing whatever it is, whether it be a name, I normally do this with a name, and having all these things pop up on their Wi-Fi is a hell of a lot cooler than just changing your personal hotspot. But don't let me just chat about this. Let me show you a little performance that I filmed to my mate Adam, who I hadn't seen in 15 years. Now, full disclosure, Adam is actually a magician, but he hasn't practiced magic in 15 years. He knows there's a trick called hacker, but he doesn't know how far technology has come. Also, within this performance, there are a couple of cuts. I actually do a peek in this performance, but the peek isn't available. I don't think the person who showed me the peek would like me showing it on this review channel, and I flashed a little bit, so I cut that out. But what you're buying is the actual reveal, and the reveal is where the reaction is. So check out this little performance. Okay, so we're here with Adam. I haven't seen Adam in about 15 years. He's just come off the job, so don't worry about his...
I've just been dragged off the street.
Okay? Yeah. I pulled him in. Like, there's no setup here, and we're going to try hacker with Adam today. So, Adam, I want you to do me a favour. Okay, I want you to regress back to when you were a child. I know that doesn't seem too hard, but only a few years ago, of course.
Oh, only a few.
Yes. So go back, regress in your mind when you were a child, and I want you to imagine that you go up to a whiteboard. You're at school. Okay, maybe you're like 5, 6 years old, something like that, and you draw an image on this whiteboard. Okay, change your mind a few times, don't just settle for the first thing, but a simple image, an image that everyone would know. It's not a shape, so it's not a triangle or something like that. Take out your phone. Okay, do you have Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Wi-Fi turned on. So open up your Wi-Fi, and I want you to just click on the Wi-Fi. I don't know if you can show the camera this, but this is sort of the current Wi-Fi that's around. So that's my Wi-Fi, that's the Wi-Fi in the houses, probably around the corner, somewhere like that. We're in my house at the moment, okay? Perfect, so go back into the settings for me and hold your phone against your chest, okay? I'll do this briefly so that everyone can see here on the camera. This is currently the Wi-Fi that I'm getting. That's my Wi-Fi and a few others. You can see this here. Maybe we can come in a little bit closer to the camera. I want you to see this happen, okay? So that's Virgin Media, this is my Wi-Fi here, this is where we're at. So I want you to concentrate and just send the image of whatever this was that you were thinking of just then, straight there. You see it happening just here. Watch what happens now as every single Wi-Fi around you starts to change.
That's mental.
It's weird, right? But the thing is that it's keeping going, it's going, it's more and more and more. Now watch, if this is happening on my phone, it has to. It has to happen on your phone. Have a look, open up your phone, go to Wi-Fi, show them.
How? What? How is...
Over and over again, bicycle is what you were thinking of as a child.
That's insane. How? That's mental.
And there we go, that was hacker. I hope you enjoyed that little performance. As I say, Adam hasn't practiced magic in 15 years, so seeing his reaction to how far technology has come was quite amazing. I also showed him Wikitest after this as well and blew his mind, and he went up and picked that up as well. But yeah, super cool. So there is an initial setup for Hacker, and in this setup you have to download a web app. Once that is done, you do not need to use the internet ever again. You can actually do this in a space where there is no internet. What Hacker does is it broadcasts its own signal, okay? This isn't Wi-Fi, you can't connect to the internet. This is hacker Wi-Fi, as the Frenchmans call it. The app itself is super simple. You get an inbuilt selection of playing cards and celebrities. Personally, I don't need another way to reveal a playing card. I've got 1,001 ways to do that. The 26 celebrities for me is more useful. But also, probably my most favourite thing about this is being able to type in any name you like. So by tapping a certain part on the passcode screen, I'm able to type in exactly the name that someone is thinking of. And a name reveal, as we all know, is probably one of the strongest things we can do within mentalism. The glitch is something that I really like. The glitch can actually be turned on and off, but for me, the glitch is almost the moment of magic. for this effect. What happens is you touch a certain point on your screen and you can choose a timer now. Like initially you couldn't choose a timer, but you can time how long you want before that glitch activates, and that happens automatically, so you can do it in seconds. And when the glitch happens, they see all of the names of the Wi-Fi start to change and disappear and morph into whatever it is they're thinking of. And here's something else kind of cool in the settings. You can have an encrypted setting which makes the letters look encrypted, almost like you would with some Wi-Fi passwords or some Wi-Fi names, or you can have it without. Now I choose without because I think that's kind of cool. I just like it having clean and so that everybody can see it. But the encrypted type font I think is very, very cool to be included because it gives you that kind of hacker element about it. The instructions themselves are about 26 minutes long. Again, slight negative. You get everything in there. You get how to set it up, you get multiple performances shown, you get the instructions how to run through the app and everything that you need to know to get started. And that's probably all you need. But at £200 odd, I think a slightly longer tutorial would have been more beneficial for people. Maybe showing an exact walkthrough of everything in terms of performance, maybe a few more routines. I think all of that stuff could have been added in. But everything you need in that 26 minutes is there to get you up and running with the app. One thing you should note with the Hacker is the radius of your performance. So the radius for the Wi-Fi to broadcast from this device is about 30 feet. So if you're doing tables, mix and mingle, walk around, whatever, you're kind of covered. If you're a stage performer, you cannot do this. I don't think even adding a Wi-Fi booster would really do much. But if you're a stage performer, I wouldn't really do this. If you're close up, mix and mingle, or on tables, you're perfect. So here's my roundup with Hacker. Did I initially hate it? Yes. Did I think it was a weak reveal? Yes. But having bought it, having tried it, having worked it, I think it's one of the coolest things I probably do now. This wasn't what I initially thought I could get, which was just a hotspot and changing my own hotspot. That would be a rubbish reveal, and it would be. But having multiple Wi-Fi signals change on your phone and their phone, which is the big thing, it kills. It really kills. If you're a hobbyist, is this for you? Well, if you've got some cash to splash, maybe. It's quite a high price point for what it is. But as a working magician, all these little things like the blue light, the vibration, how this is built, it's super light and super thin, and it does its job. This was worth it for me. This has already paid for itself via what I've worked with it. And so I'm super happy. And as I say, I'm considering getting another one for my EDC. And there you go, guys, a little bit of a different review, but hopefully you saw my process when it came to buying this effect. It's not all plain sailing, but sometimes the payoffs are worth it. If you haven't done so yet, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more things to come, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Ciao.